Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's workout, all you need is one yoga block, your body, and a mat. And we're gonna get started lying down. So you can extend your legs forward. And before you get down there, I want you to make sure your yoga block is as low as possible and as wide. You're gonna roll onto your back. And that block is gonna be right at the base of your shoulder blades. So you'll just take a lie down, interlace your hands behind your head, and then just take this nice opening position here. So wide elbows, just heavy them to the floor. Take an exhale, let your ribs settle down into the yoga block. You can shut down your eyes. I have my legs zipped together here, imagining I have one leg, one foot here. Good. Settle the hips, big breath in. Expand the rib cage east to west, front and back, and a nice exhale at the mouth. Just let the ribs start to soften back in and down towards that block. One more like that. Fuller breath each time. Exhaling. Settle. Relax your shoulders. Flutter the eyes open. This time we're going to lift the elbows just slightly off the ground. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, feel the ribs soften in towards the spine. They heavy down to the block, and you're going to curl the head, heart, and shoulders up. Just hugging that navel back. Gaze towards your toes, finding a nice crease with those ribs. And then you're gonna lengthen the head back. It may not touch down, take a moment, and then use that next exhale again. Ribs hug in, they slide down towards those hips. You curl up, and you'll lengthen back. Make sure your head stays heavy into the palm of the hands. We're really initiating this movement from the rib cage. Gently hugging the navel back, try to maintain a neutral pelvis. And I'll layer on some movement. So the next time you curl up, we'll stay up. You want to drag your right heel just nice and heavy towards your right sitting bone. And then you're going to drag it back and lower the spine back down. Inhaling, exhale to curl. Navel hugs back, heel drag, left heel in towards your left sitting bone. Drag it back. And lengthen. And let's try to make this nice and smooth. So you'll curl up, heel towards sitting bone, curl up, lengthen away, exhale, heel drag, curl, and lengthen. Just a few more to each side. Two more. 2, 2, 1 more to each side. Settle the head back, let the elbows open, take a big breath here, and just soften. We're gonna lift the head up one last time. You'll reach your arms forward, and then you'll peel your spine forward into space. Flex those toes and take a good forward fold after that. And you'll stack your spine on up. Grab the yoga block and lay all the way on back down, right in the middle of the mat. Now you'll place the yoga block between your inner thighs. So very lengthwise, skinny, arms down beside you, and just hug those knees into the chest for a second. Good, you can take your arms a little wider and then float the legs to tabletop so your shins are parallel to the floor. So what's gonna happen here is I want you to hug the yoga block with those inner thighs and float the feet and shins away, finding a nice internal rotation in the pelvis, in the thighs, and then bring them back to neutral. So the pelvis doesn't change. You're gonna feel the femur bones really internally rotate. Feel the fronts of your thighs rolling towards each other, and then back to neutral. And you'll do that just a few more times. Really squeezing into that entire yoga block. I'm shaking, little shakes may happen. Our body's not used to this movement. 2, 1. Good, and back to neutral. I'm gonna open my arms out to more of a T shape, palms facing the floor, and then I'll take my knees over to the right. Pause here, make sure that left shoulder stays heavy, and then exhale, return those legs back to center, and then head the knees over to the left. Pause, exhale, back to center. I'm gonna do that a few more times. Maybe as you get warmer, Those knees drift a little further. Just be mindful that those shoulder blades are broad and heavy on that mat. One more. And then again, once you come to center, you can rest your feet down. Great. So we're going to take our yoga block widthwise and plant our left leg to tabletop. So left elbow is going to meet the yoga block, and you're going to have this nice tension through the left side. Maintain a nice neutral pelvis. Curl up, interlace your hands behind your head, and float your right leg to tabletop. So again, soften the ribs in and down. Your right toes are going to tap the mat and lift right back up. Right toes tap and lift. So keep maintaining a nice squeeze or push and pull into that yoga block with that elbow and knee. Good. As we move through that right side. Good. Keep your head heavy as best you can in your hands too. Good. So now we're going to start to add on. Right leg will extend all the way out and return back in. Right leg extends and bends. 4, 3, keep checking out those square hips, eyes on your abs. Last 2. Good job. 1 more. Right leg stays out this time. Right toes reach the ceiling. Lengthen back out. Exhale. And lengthen. You have 4. Again, maintaining a neutral pelvis. Try to maintain that tailbone heavy as the leg comes towards you. Last 2. Good, 1 more. We'll pause with that right leg out. You'll lift it an inch and lower it down. Maybe it lifts up 2 and lowers an inch. This is it. Just lengthen and lower. 4. Curl more. 3, 2, 1. And rest it down. Good job. Maybe rock those knees side to side. Toss your head side to side. And we'll plant our feet down. Right leg to tabletop. Here we go. Other side. Elbow to knee. Curling up. Eyes on those abs. Left leg to tabletop. Pause here. Settle the tail. And then left toes tap. And lift. Exhale to hinge. And lift. Try to stay at the base of those shoulder blades as the leg lengthens away from you. 3, 2, 1. Adding on, left leg extends all the way out and in. Reach and lengthen, exhale, return it in. 4, 3, 2, left leg stays out, long and strong, toes up, and out. And reach. 4, eyes on your abs, not your toes. Good, 3, 2. Last thing, stay with me, left leg lengthens, it lifts an inch or 2, and down an inch. Good. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Place the block over your knees and just again, take a little rock of those thighs side to side. Good, just set the block aside for a moment. Good, just reach those arms all the way back. Tuck the tail and just lift those hips up. Maybe the palms face the ceiling. Just settle here, space between the chin and the chest, knees stretching forward, and use that exhale to articulate the spine on down, 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale to neutral, you'll do that 1 more time. Tuck, breathe, ribs softening down that belly, try to keep the sternum heavy, and then again articulating the spine 1 vertebra at a time. That tailbone hits, the arms come down beside you, and grab the yoga block. Place the yoga block underneath your left foot. So your feet are in a bridging stance. think sits bones distance apart. We're gonna send our arms down beside us. Take a breath. On your exhale, I want you to root down to both feet and just lift your hips up here. So again, hips are square to the ceiling, knees stretching forward, and then you'll articulate the spine on down. Do that one more time. So you can lift those hips up, knees stretching forward, abs zipping up, really root down to that left foot, and then articulate down. Adding on, press down to the feet, you'll lift those hips up. I want you to curl the tailbone under, peel your right heel off the ground, and then you're gonna float your right leg up to the ceiling. Maybe your left arm reaches up to the ceiling. Arm and leg lengthen away, take a breath. And you're gonna exhale, meet them back up again. Arm and leg away, and they lift. 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Lift those hips up. Lift that right toe to the roof. Good. 8, 7, 6. Use that right arm on the floor. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Arm and foot down. Take a breath. Again, organize those hips and use the exhale to articulate down. Good job. Slide the block underneath your right foot. Not too close, not too far away. Settled here. Root down to both feet. Lift your hips. Again, hug those inner thighs in. Breathe in. And then you'll exhale, articulate down. One more for measure. Press down to the feet. Lift your butt. Squeeze. Tuck. And articulate down. Committing to the next one, root down, lift those hips, re-tuck, left toes to the sky, maybe your right arm joins. Arm and leg lengthen, exhale away, and lift. Your left leg only lowers as much as your left hip stays square to the ceiling. Good. 5, 4, use that left arm. 3, 2, good. 1 more. Arm and leg up, hips up. Left toes through the roof. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, only up. Hold. Arm and foot down. Take a breath. Again, hug the midline in. And then roll it down. Good job. Grab that block. Move it to the side. Good, you get your knees a nice hug in. Interlace your hands behind the head. Once again, legs to tabletop. Float the elbows up. Curl up and lengthen arms, not your arms, your legs out. And then rest the spine down. 2 more times. Exhale, knee to curl. Inhale back down 1 more time. We'll stay here. Reach those arms forward, palms face the floor, and start pumping for your 100. Inhaling through the nose for 5 counts. Exhaling out the mouth. Keep pumping. And exhaling. Maybe those legs lower a bit. And exhaling. Keep reaching. Halfway there. Squeeze those heels. 4 more times. One more. Curl more. Hold, take a big breath in. Curl 1 inch higher as you can. And rest it down. Bravo. Hold on right behind those thighs. Curl up and just rock up to seated. Nice work. Meeting on hands and knees with that yoga block. Just send it forward for a moment. Shoulders over the wrists. And just give yourself some movement here. Some cat-cows. Circle, head roll, reverse it. Any wiggles that feel good. All right, so we are going to take our block underneath our left knee. We're just gonna tap our right knee to the floor. Notice how that drops the right hip, and then we're gonna square up our hips by lifting the right thigh. Dropping the hip, squaring the hips off. So So push down evenly into both palms. Keep your gaze forward. Neck long, so slightly tuck the chin. Just tap it and lift it. 2 more. Then 1 more. Hold those hips square. Send your right leg back behind you. Try left arm forward. Pause, find your balance. Take a big breath in. Really lengthen hand away from foot and exhale. Scoop knee towards elbow. Lengthen, take a breath. And then exhale. Bring it back in towards your midline. Keep going. 6. If you're a little wobbly, you can place your left toes to the floor. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1 more. Meet me in your bird dog and hold. Keep your leg where it is. Plant your left hand underneath your shoulder. Look over your left shoulder. You're gonna take your right knee and kiss the outside of that left knee, and then you send your right leg back out. So you're gonna look left as you take your knee to the left, and then lengthen it back. 4 only, and I'll add on. 3, 2, 1. Send your right leg out, hold, flex the foot and plant your right foot to the floor. Left toes to the floor. So we're gonna keep your shoulders over the wrist, just hover your left knee and then tap it back down, lift your right leg up. Root down to that right foot, just hover the left knee. Back down, 1 more time. You're gonna hover your left knee, keep that left knee hovering. Keep your hips square to the floor. Good, and then we're gonna pike those hips up. Lengthen it forward. Try to keep your left knee off the block, hinging at those hips. And forward. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Good, and rest. Rest on your left side. Just gonna lay on your left side, all the way down. Legs can extend out. Right hand on the block for some support. Right leg's gonna lift and lower. Keep wrapping that right shoulder back. Nice broad collarbones. All 10 toes facing forward. Keep lengthening through that right side of your waist. 3, 2. Good. 1, right leg stays lifted at hip height. Externally rotate your right leg and then bring it back to neutral. Externally rotating it and back. 4, 3, 2, 1. All 10 toes forward, sweep it forward. Take a breath, point the foot, lengthen it back. Exhale. Forward and back. Keeping that pelvis nice and still. Just 4, 3, 2, 1 more. You'll hold your right leg back. Internally rotate it, knee to the floor. Shoot it back. Exhale. Knee down. Reach it out. So that internal rotation coming back again. Good. 4, 3, 2. Last time. You'll move your right knee to the ground. You'll externally rotate it, tap your toes to the floor. Knee down, knee up. Knee down, knee up. Just 4 to each side. 3 to each side. Last 2. Good. 1 more. Rest the knee down. Place the block underneath the knee. Take a moment. That was good. Left leg is straight. Just hover it. Straighten it and lower it back down. Left leg lifts and lowers. Soft ribs. Just a little lift up from that left upper inner thigh. Good. 4, 3, 2. Leg stays up. Pulse it up. Only up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, and rest it. Stack those legs, prop up to that left forearm. Lock comes into your right arm, right hand. Lengthen that right arm out to the diagonal. Take a breath. You're gonna roll into that left hip. Exhale, twisted teaser here. Meet the block halfway, and then roll back onto your left hip. We'll repeat that. Lengthen out that left shoulder. Chest up, ribs in, fold, and unravel. Lengthen. Head away from tail. Good. 3, 2. Last one, you'll hold. Can you get the block between your feet? Maybe. Hold. And little lifts. Little lifts. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab the block. Left knee forward, right foot back. Take a counter stretch here. Left arm up to the ceiling, look up. And rest. And one more side to do. So you're gonna face the opposite side of the room. Block now goes underneath your right knee. Shoulders over the wrists. Rest the left knee down. Good, let's level off those hips. So push down to the palms, hover your left knee, tap the knee. Good. 2, 1. Hips level, left leg out, right arm forward. Take a pause. Exhale, scoop and round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Keep going here. One side's gonna feel a little more wobbly than the other. Try to just maintain those hips square. Really push down to that left palm and try to just sink in that left shoulder. Push away from the ground. Inhale, lengthen, exhale. Hug your midline in. 2, 1. Left leg stays where it is, right hand down. From here, look over your right shoulder. Left knee hugs the back of the right knee. Shoot that left leg back, exhale. Look right and lengthen. And reach. 3, 2, 1. Left leg straight, plant that left foot to the floor. Tuck your right toes under, you're gonna push down to your palms, just hover your right knee. Rest the knee, lift that leg up. 2 more times. Push down to that left foot and palms, hover your knee, down. Good, 1 more time. Good, we'll commit to that right knee hover. Push down with that right knee, hold, pike those hips up. And lengthen forward. Just tap or hover that right knee off the block. Good, 3. Gazes forward, gazes towards your toes as you pike. 2 more. 1 more. We'll come forward, we'll rest our knees, both knees, and lay on our right side. Slide those legs long. Left hand on the block for support. Left leg lifts and lowers. Again, maintaining those hips nice and stacked. We're thinking of reaching that left leg a little further each time it rises. Ease in the neck and shoulders here. Collarbone check nice and wide. 4 more. 3. Leg is up on 1, flex the foot, turn it out, toes to the ceiling, back to neutral. Just a little movement in that femur bone and that hip. Just the femur bone moving. 2, lengthen. 1, toes straight ahead, flex it, point it, sweep it back, flex, and point, reach it back. A few more here, just getting some mobility and stability in that pelvis. 3, 2, 1. Keep it back, intra rotate it, knee to the floor. lift it up, exhale, knee to the floor, reach it higher every time. 4, 3, 2, last time. Good, knee comes down, exhale, rotate the leg, knee to the sky, knee down, knee to the sky, a few more times. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. The knee goes down, it stays down, give it a little pillow, right leg hovers, hold it here, lengthen it straight, rest the top leg, and resist it down, leg up. Upper inner thigh here, working up and lengthening. Keep moving. 6, 2, 1, leg up, don't drop it, lift it up, only up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, and rest it. Stack those feet, stack those legs, wrap that right shoulder block. Block in left hand, wrap that right shoulder back, soft ribs, and roll onto that right hip. Fold, and then lengthen. Head away from tail. Keep going. Good, just a few more here. Keep those legs very active, squeezing their inner thighs together. Bottom ribs, really hug them in and down. 2, 1 more. Hold it up. Maybe the block goes between your feet. Arm reaches out. Little pulses. 4, 3, squeeze that block. 2, grab it. Right foot forward, left foot back. Prop yourself up, big counter stretch, look up. And come on back. So to finish, we'll finish off with the plank variation. You may use the block and come along with me, or ditch it. Hands to the very sides of the block. Once again, we'll tuck our toes under, knees hovering right over those hips. We're gonna hover the knees just an inch. Again, wrap those armpits in, your right leg reaches back behind you. Your left leg steps back, step your right foot in, and your left foot in. Left leg goes back, right, left, right. Keep alternating. Keeping those shoulders over your wrists, gazes forward towards the front end of your mat. Good, 2 more. 1 more. Keep me in that knee hover, take a breath, tap the knees, exhale, lift the knees, tap and lift. Finishing this off, 8, 7, 6, keep lengthening, head away from tail. 5, 4, just a little hover. 3, 2, 1, pause. Lift your hips a little higher, hold. Good job, rest those knees down. Remove the block, everyone. Open those knees wide and take a forward fold here, child's pose. Rest your forehead down. Maybe stretch those fingertips a little farther forward. And keep your gaze lifted slightly. Just take your hands off to the right side of your mat. Really releasing that left hip down towards that side. And then head over to the center. And then again, think of your right sitting bone reaching towards that right heel. Hands will come to center. Walk your hands in towards your midline. Take a tall seat. And awesome work.